Right, so here we go. What you're going to see in a moment is the work I'm putting in, and here's the thing. Okay, GitHub, yeah, also has GitHub/cursor. Now, cursor is artificial intelligence, but it's still connected to GitHub. So, a lot of you have been turning around and saying, oh, well, a lot of different things. So, I'm going to open your eyes, okay? Yes, I am still going through the web development course. I'm doing the HTML5, I'm doing CSS, JavaScript, Python, then SQL. Now, you will all see that here, so there's no worries about that. You'll see everything. But what I'm going to show you in a moment is what is currently on GitHub, so that those of you who know of GitHub, you're going to know where to find. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put branches. So you'll have a section, and then that section will be broken into components. Now, there's one of you out there, and there is one. And this person keeps going on about the assets. So what I'm going to tell you is this. Once I've completed the web development course, the next course is specific. And it only covers one thing. And that is Solidity. Again, it's going to be bought using Udemy. Now, to show you where I'm going down the rabbit hole, if you remember the film The Matrix, where Lawrence Fishburne offers Neo 2 tablets, the red and the blue. So, you all know I'm at the beginning phase. Yes, you all know that. However, 7 different people now have expressed an interest. That is why I've done a little bit of background work in GitHub. And the reason I've done that is to show these people, these 7 people so far, that this is where I'm kind of edging towards. And with Geordie Nation and the Seeking You app, which are now saved on GitHub, I also, years and years ago, developed Geordie Notes, only to be spent in the northeast of England. The asset is ready. It just needs for the asset to go through the Solidity, which I mentioned a moment ago. Now, all of these assets are in one place, apart from one, which is not an ERC20. It is a BEP20, and that asset will be going to Binance. So, again, the things I've been doing are Northeast News Repository, Sports, city centre businesses, and I've added one as well. And I've added as many YouTube channels to this. And there's a reason why, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. You got landmarks in the northeast of England, leisure in the northeast of England, fun places likes of Whitley Bay, Cullercoats, Tynemouth, Jesmond Dean, Northumberland, what do they call it again? Northumberlandia, I think they call it, and that is north of the city centre of Newcastle. It's beside Cramlington. But more will be following, because this Geordie Nation stretches from the city centre outwards, and it goes up to Berwick upon Tweed and down to Middlesbrough. And that is everything in between. So, as I say, you'll see in a moment the other things which I've just spent the past couple of hours typing up. Now, on Github, you can type the code in. Yes, you can. But here's the thing. I'm still on the learning steps. So, I'm putting in the basics, and what I'll do is I'll expand the basics as I learn. So between now and May of 2025, I will expand each branch so that what started off as just a little thing grows. And because I'm doing that, I'm showing you out there who are watching the videos it develop. And the one thing I will say to you is there are a number of digital wallets. I have MetaMask, I have Tangent, I have Shield, and I have another one. So I've got 4, and they are all on my mobile phone. I have MetaMask on the laptop, and I also have Coinbase on there, Binance on there as well. But when you are signing up to Seeking You and Geordie Nation, it'll give you a list, and it's up to you to basically write them down on a bit of paper. 24 random words. Yeah, write it down. Take a picture on your mobile phone and hide that to your SIM card. That's simple. And the 24 words that you're going to write down and your user name. One thing I will say to you is this, and I want to be totally honest with you. If you are applying for Geordie Nation and you are applying for your own profile on Seeking You, do not be silly and put your name that is on your driving license, your passport. Yeah, because it will become relevant later. Do not put YPD or like N4952P, something like that, because what you're going to need to do when you sign up is, if you want to go and do a business page, your driving license. Your driving license has to match the details on your page. And it won't do that if you decide to go for Wacky Duck 52 at blah blah blah. That's my point, because I want this to be for the people of the northeast of England, and Seeking You, well, that is for the entire world. And I will do a video nearer to the time of it being launched through Cursor, GitHub. But like I say, your ID, your driving license, your passport is going to be used to confirm who you are. So that is going to be your name and your address of where you live, your contact details, and it will be stored very safely indeed. Because these other people, these 7 other people, they have much more knowledge because they're higher up the chain. But these people who are coming in, like Christian, Alice, and others, they know about security, and they know how important security is. So, let me just show you. Right, here we go. Right. Okay. Now, what you're about to see is here. So what you got here is 32K TV, Geordie Nation. There's an updated README, and there is Seeking You app. Yeah. Now, as you can see there, Tree and Master. Now, that's where to find me on GitHub, right there. So, let's go to Geordie Nation. Now, as you know, right, these things need to be changed. Yeah. Now, here is a section. All Newcastle United YouTube channels. Alan Pearson tells you how much he's on. NUFC Matters, Tyneside Life, Magpie Channel TV. I tried to put them all in order and I failed because Magpie Channel TV is at 35, Newcastle Fans TV should be there, and that should be there. Correct. The Toon Review, well done to John Sinclair TV, 23.2. And it goes on and down to PD Proudlock on 2.28k. And Black and White Banter on 5 point something. And then my little small channel there. But there are lots of different things about this, because you've got a business section, all city centre businesses, and there is your price. All city centre business, and it'll never change. So that is £9.99 per month for life. Now, going back up to this bit here, yeah, these are all Newcastle YouTube channels, and it says there, all to grow to 100,000 subscribers using this. So you can see it, and if you go into GitHub, you can find it. Now, there's lots of things in here, right? This is just part of it. So let's come off that bit there. So the purpose of Geordie Nation, it is a YouTube channel, but I'm just expanding it. And as I said before to you, from Berwick in the north to Middlesbrough in the south. Now, that there is the Newcastle United YouTube channels, but I am sure out there is Newcastle Falcons YouTube channels, and there will also be, I would expect, a Newcastle Racing YouTube channels, and maybe Speedway, which was at Brough Park in Baker. So that's just an expansion of what you just seen there. So let's go back to this one. Yeah. And we'll dive into this one. Now, this is the whole purpose. Facebook and TikTok had a baby. This is it. And like I say, new cryptocurrency asset. You got the MetaMask, Tangent, Phantom, etc. wallets that when you sign up, and I've said this and I mean this honestly, when you sign up, don't sign up as Daffy D or it's such and such, your real name, because you will need your driving license, your passport to sign in, because there'll be a verification if you want to do a business page. Yeah, business section, local, small, medium, corporation. Yeah, games, PC, console, music, unsigned like myself, bands, established bands, advertising, medium up to 500, national 1,000 more. So you can see this. Yeah, you can see where it is. Now, like I say, this is for 2025. And the reason why is, like I say, years and years ago, before we had our takeover, we were all growing or looking to grow our channels. And I was sharing everybody. Where was I sharing you? Facebook. Invest in us. Must have products. Some got to crypto empire. Now, I left myself because I was sharing lots of you. And if you don't believe that I was sharing lots of you, well, Go back on the timeline on Invest in Us. Go back on the timeline on Facebook on Paul Gallant 1. Must have products, capital M, capital P, etc. Each word has a capital at the beginning. So if you don't believe, check, verify. Now, what I'll say to you is this. On Facebook, I've got 23 pages I own. I built them. And these are applications. These are going to be born in 2025. And they come with a set price. That price never changes. So, the money from the prices that people are paying, well, I'll put that towards doing studio work, i.e. me in a studio, guitars, backing band, to do an album 1, album 2, album 3, whatever. So at least you know that you will be out there on the world stage, yeah, as a new, brand new app. And you'll know that the money is paying for a studio where you've got your professional people and me singing, recording album 1, 2, 3, etc. And that's what you know is coming. So, what do I expect? I'm going to, when they have all been launched and I've done my Udemy course in web development, Solidity is the next course. I should go through Solidity rather fast considering JavaScript and the other components that I'm doing. The end result is there will be 12 assets going to market. If I can't live off 12 assets, there's something wrong. Would you agree? Now, what that'll also mean is places like the ones I've mentioned in previous videos, they don't have to go and do a TV appeal for funding. They are covered because they're in the northeast of England, and if they need money, they're covered. They don't have to stress out. They're covered. Now, here's the thing, at the end of the day. I am looking towards between now and May 3,000 videos on my channel. Those 3,000 videos, they're going to show you, like what I've just showed you on screen, the branches of Github and what's going into them branches. So that those of you who do know about Github can tell everybody else what's there, why it's there, and what it means for everybody else. Because this is the future. And the apps I told you about, Vo, Reloom, Cursor, etc., they'll all be on this channel. Why? Because I found them and they work. So all of the coding, which I can do, it tells you on GitHub, I can code in there. So once I've done a bit of JavaScript and got good enough mark in JavaScript, I can use that to, if an idea pops into my brain, boom, into GitHub, do it, send it. Are you following me? Yeah? Now, the hope is this, between now and May, as this course carries on, I've said this quite a few times, Newcastle United, we're going to find out what's going to happen with St James's Park. We're also going to find out if we are going to be competing with City, i.e. Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, right at the top. We're going to find that out between now and May. The hope is, and fingers crossed, fingers crossed, that we can push and push hard, which means Harvey, Anthony, Miguel, Sean, Bruno, Sandro, Joe Linton, Jacob, they are going to have to play their socks off and try their best to get above each player 10 goals this season. If they can do that, we can challenge City, Arsenal, Liverpool, even Chelsea. We can challenge them. But it begins with our players, and it begins with, in the new year of 2025, whoever, whether it be Brad Miller, whether it be Peter Silverstone or Darren Eales or Paul Mitchell, coming out and saying, we're going to stay at St James's and this is what we're going to do, or we are moving to plan A, which is like redevelop St James's Park. Plan B is the half into Lees's Park, or my plan, which is next to Cottenham Chair, where I used to live. That one's a big site. So with that one, you could put the stadium there, you could put the hotel there, you could also put in the same environment a conference centre, all in the same place. But we're not choosing that. It isn't up to us. But what you've seen in this video tonight is the branches, the new things, Seeking You, Geordie Nation, and the other ones. And to that person who keeps on doubting, when I do the solidity, you won't doubt anymore. You definitely won't doubt anymore because they'll all go live. And then basically this channel will be showing you building sites from that moment onwards. Building sites. I'll ask somebody up in Newcastle to film up in Newcastle, and they'll send me their video and I will post that to the channel. And that person in Newcastle, they are in charge in Newcastle. I'm down here. So the chances of me going back up north, not going to happen. So, yeah. But at least you all know what's coming. Now, I hope you like the content. Give me one of them. Subscribe. And best of all, spread the word. Let other people know there's good things about to happen. And to the 7 people who wish to help, including Alice, there's other people as well. Christian, Alice, Jake, and another 4 people. They will all help because I'm going to tell them all where to find us. So, you know what's happening. Thanks very much.